Hey everybody, Sawyer189 here again, and I'm here with a review for Image's new comic book, Analog. So, this is a really interesting series. I gotta say, it was very interesting read. So, Analog is basically a story about, in the near future, about 2 years in the future, 2020, uh, the internet basically breaks. I mean, it's still there, but the internet's security is completely destroyed. Like, every like the cloud is destroyed, like every important file and thing you've ever uploaded or put into the cloud or have on your computer is public knowledge to anybody. So basically there's no security, there's no secrets, that all the secrets that were kept like on encrypted files and stuff are basically leaked out into the open. It's an interesting concept, and now that has been leaked out, all the anybody that has a really big secret, like like government agencies and secret, like special agents, they send people called ledgermen to go out and basically be a carrier and deliver these secrets. So it has a very old fashioned style to it. It has a very noir kind of style to the storytelling, actually. And I just want to point out that I love this credit scene right here. I love the way they do it with with being like a ledger and like a file and the gun. That's a very nice detail for opening credits scene or panel. So this is a really interesting book. I liked it. It basically follows this guy who's a ledger man. That's what they call themselves. And he has this run in with some goons that are trying to steal the briefcase that he's trying to bring to his next client. So they have a pretty cool shootout scene. I actually really enjoyed the shootout scene. It was very well done. It was had some good banter, kind of back and forth, like him giving them a chance to run away if they don't take it, of course, and he kind of outsmarts them, and it's a fun action sequence. Um, it's pretty graphic for the most part. This book has a lot of cursing in it. It has a lot of some graphic shit in it, but it's still I still liked it. I'm not the hugest fan of the art though. The art is very I've said I don't know. I've said this a million times, but I feel like a lot of artists that do these, especially like these Image and Dark Horse and dynamic books and stuff, it seems like a lot of these artists don't draw people the way I would like them to draw people. I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot of like I'm not big on the whole grimy, dirty like look of comic books. That especially the only time I think it really works is when it works like in a horror book or a supernatural book or something like that. But in this kind of story that's supposed to be kind of realistic, it doesn't really work for me. But I try not to let art really dictate the book for me. So I can enjoy anything with any kind of art. I kind of wish the art was a little bit different in this book, but it's okay, it's fine. Um, so the beginning of the book is really strong. It starts off very strong with some solid dialogue, some solid kind of banter jokes and stuff. Really some cool action sequences. Uh, but then in the middle of the book, it gets kind of exposition heavy, kind of dialogue heavy. There's not really a whole lot of action going on. He's basically just kind of explaining the rules of the world to you and all that. And some of it's interesting, but some of it I was just like, can we just get to the next shootout or whatever, or we'll get to the next conflict. Um, but the story does really dive into the kind of the ramifications of what would happen if this actually happened in real life. Like, I love how they really dig deep into just in a few monologues. They really dig deep into some of the things that would happen. Like, a guy's daughter was bullied and she committed suicide because of like some pictures that her boyfriend posted on the web and where they were out in the open. They show like a pedophile that was revealed and basically murdered because of like of course he was revealed, like his life was just uprooted because his secret fantasy was just was uprooted. And it's really interesting that how they go into that, like how many people would have some kind of like horrible thing, just how many people's lives would be ruined in some way or another by all their dirty laundry being out in the open. It's a very interesting concept. I liked it. It's not a concept you would really think would work for a comic book that would make an engaging story, but they somehow make it work here. But at the end of the issue, it picks up again. It picks up in the last probably 3 or 4 panels or pages, it ends on a pretty cool cliffhanger, and it really sets up the motion of what's going on, and I liked it. But the middle is just kind of slow and bare. Overall, I think the concept of the book is really interesting, and I like some of the action sequences and the characters' kind of personality are good. But I didn't really care for the art that much, and I thought the pacing of the book was a little off and a little, a little boring at times. But overall, I think it's a solid book. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. I definitely want to see more of this series, and I think it's an interesting idea for a series, and just adds to Image's catalog. So thank you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later.